Hi, this is my friend Steve Robinson, and this is his car. Can you hear me? There's like these cool engines in the background. So Steve is going to tell us a little bit about this car that is a fabulous artifact. All right, so what's this? Is this an authentic carburetor?
That is a carburetor sitting on top of a 302 engine. This is the distributor. We cover it to keep, if the radiator breaks, it protects that from getting water into it,
Okay.
which is bad.
What is the purpose of the covering with mustaches on it?
Well, I'll give you 3 guesses. No, not the mustaches so much, but the tape. Like I say, it does protect the distributor. You don't want water in the distributor because of electrical.
That's what you said.
So we cover it.
Okay, great.
And also the coil, which is down a little bit farther. We cover that, so it also keeps the cap on. You can see this little tab right here.
What's that?
That is what they call a wire tie, and you use a couple of them, and this is held on by clips. So you put the wire tie around the clips, and that helps hold the cap on also.
Oh.
Because of course if the cap falls off, the car doesn't run.
Does that happen often?
It used to.
Oh, really? Oh.
Now we do that.
Okay.
This is an alternator, although we do not have it hooked up to charge the battery right now.
Oh.
But we need it for the fan belt to help turn the fan. And this fan, of course, cools the radiator. This is the radiator.
And what does the radiator do?
Radiator keeps the engine cool.
Okay.
And we have
amazing.
a radiator cap that you take off, and this is where the water goes. And
this is not drinkable.
No.
No. Okay. Okay. So this is not a possible extra supply of drinking water because it's very hot here.
Yes.
It's very hot.
No, you have to supply your own drinking water.
Okay. Okay.
And so that's that.
Cool.
This is the master cylinder for the brakes, which is very important because you do want to be able to stop.
Stopping, yes.
This is what they call an air cleaner.
It looks like a shield. It does.
It is kind of a shield.
Yes. And we've awakened a dragon somewhere. Okay.
That's why it's a shield.
Yes, that's why we have a shield. Burn your hands.
It's a little warm in time.
Okay.
But this goes over the carburetor. And normally there would be what they call an air filter. For if this was on the street, you'd want a filter to keep the dirt from getting in the carburetor.
I've seen pictures of those.
Yes.
Okay.
Here they do not allow a filter in here.
Oh.
What happened?
So what I have done to keep bugs out, wasp, if you know what a wasp is, maybe you can look it up.
Okay. Okay. Are they dangerous creatures?
Well, they can sting you or bite you.
Okay.
But they built a mud nest and hatched babies in half this carburetor at one time.
Oh my God.
And
oh my God.
We get that all cleaned out.
Were they angry when the car started, probably?
Yeah.
What is all this screws going on here?
To hold the hood down.
To hold because I see they're all welded in here.
Yes. As you can see, the car has taken damage before.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for the bolts, it would have even more damage.
Okay.
So it helps hold the hood down.
Is this car going to win?
I don't know if it'll win. We're sure hoping so. I know the driver is going to have fun. And we'll have fun watching.
She's quite brave.
She's very brave.
Which that's one of her only good points.
Charger right now to take the place of the alternator. So while it's sitting,
I wondered how you did that.
That's how we do that.
Oh.
We'll go ahead and hook it up to a regular electrical supply, and we'll put a little charge on that.
Okay.
There are 2 batteries, and they're held down with bolts and covered with inner tube.
Okay.
So the car happens to tip over, the acid and stuff that's in the battery doesn't leak out.
Oh, well, that's probably a good thing.
Very good.
Good thing. Did you hear that? In case the car tips over. Trudy.
We also have a fire extinguisher within easy reach of the driver in case there's a fire.
Okay.
We have the bars going front to forward, and then we have 2 bars going side to side. And that is to keep the car door from, as you can see, it got hit there at one time.
Oh, yes.
But it only goofed up the sheet metal a little bit.
And
it didn't actually come in.
This is protection.
So,
this truly is protection for you. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
So the chains are also for safety.
Okay.
They keep everything enclosed.
Looks kind of primitive. It's all very primitive.
Very good.
Okay.
I understand
All right.
that people used to fight with those things.
Yeah. Yeah, we've come upon that a bit.
This is the back of the car.
And it's kind of, well, I've never driven a car, but this seems odd.
We were allowed to take what they call pre-bend, and that's why you can take a sledgehammer and bend the trunk so that it will fold up, and because you want it to fold up
When it gets
kind of
hit?
roll, they call it
Okay.
a roll, and you don't want the trunk to go down because of course that would
Right.
make you lose contact with the
And,
wheels.
and was there some artistic intent in this process, or was it just...
Nothing artistic about it, especially not the paint job. Here we have, if you can see this through the darkness, we have the fuel tank or gasoline tank. What this is made of is what they call a Jeep can. It's a 5-gallon Jeep can, and it's all mounted to the floorboard nice and safely. There's drain holes underneath in case fuel is spilled, and it'll all drain out in there. So that's the safety. You can see the transmission cooler inside there. Some people don't use this like we do, but we put ice in there. And
That's the cooling part.
that's the cooling part. It helps keep the transmission from getting real warm.
Got it.
We also have the fuel filter for the gas in there to help keep the gas cool too.
Okay.
This is more of the mustache duct
The
tape.
mustache
It helps hold
tape. This is very artistic. I think this is beautiful.
this helps hold the foam rubber. So if you
Now,
want
is this
protection-
pink to hide blood?
Never thought about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe that's
And
what,
at least it's soft for you.
nice and soft and cushiony.
Okay. Good.
And you can see a little bit of the shifter. It goes down through the hole in the floor that it connects directly to the transmission.
Okay.
And as you pull it or push it forward, it'll shift the gears in the
And
transmission.
look, they have a knife for you in case you get into an argument with other drivers. You'll be prepared.
It's actually to cut her out if she gets trapped in the car.
Really?
She can either cut herself out, or if she's, if the car tips over, or the rescue.
So she doesn't get to attack the other drivers?
I guess she could, but they would take and call the police and everything.
Oh, how do you get it down?
Sorry, it's a little fancier than what some of the primitive weapons I'm sure you've seen, but you press that to the side and then.
Oh.
And I'm talking about it. And fold it.
Here. Okay. It's lovely red. Again, probably to hide the blood.
I never thought about that either, but that's a good point.
Cool.
There's no winch. They do not allow any glass, because of course glass can break and shatter on the driver for one thing. I have to replace that.
Yeah.
But
Perhaps that would be a good idea.
but the glass breaks. It's not only for the driver's safety, but if you get a chunk of glass in the mud and the tire spins up, it could cut somebody's throat or something. And so
that would be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, fascinating. I mean,
Fascinating.
dangerous.
That too.
Yes.
Here we have the on and off switches.
Oh.
Maybe you'll be able
I
to
thought
see and
they were
use later.
started with keys.
Well, there is a key, but it's the one on the original steering column, and we don't use it. We bypass all of that. There's
Okay.
a possibility it could break.
Got it. Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
And thank you for volunteering your services so that
Right.
Trudy Trident could have the experience. And I'm just going to enjoy watching.